Hello and welcome to another predictions video. I'm here with Chris and Darren.
Good
Good evening.
evening.
And what a week it's been. Bit of a gap between the videos. Apologies. FA Cup weekend and all that. Maybe one day we'll do FA Cup predictions as well when this becomes our
Branch out.
full-time job. But when it's our full-time job, just as like YouTubers or whatever, then we can do more.
FA Cup
True.
weekend will take ages.
Well, round three will.
First
We'll only
round,
start it from round
qualifying
three.
round.
No. We're Premier League boys. We'll only start it from round three. It's fine. Right.
Rude.
Let's look at some results, shall we, from last midweek? Yes.
Let's go.
No idea how.
Chelsea versus
I know I've got
Leeds.
one.
This is not
This
what
is my
Darren
one.
picked, surely. Is it? This is a draw. So nice. Good effort. 2-2. What a game.
What a game.
Unbelievable. Cole
What a
Palmer
game.
scores another penalty. The things you love to see. Next, we've got 2-1 Bournemouth. What did Chris go for? We were both leaning towards the Everton. We gave Darren this one.
Called it.
Bournemouth had a bit
Everton
of rest.
had the red card. When was the red card? 69th minute.
Everton won up at one point.
They were.
Yeah,
they
they
were 1-0
were.
up at half time, and they were 2-1 down. Oh! Is this the defender that like let the Bournemouth winger Ryan just run through and like ran away from him?
I genuinely don't know.
Was
I
that
didn't see this
game?
game.
No idea.
I can't remember, but it might be where he just ran at them.
Not sure, Chief.
And no, it wasn't. I think it was Villa. It might have been Villa. Was it Luca Digne? Yeah, I think it was Villa. I've got the wrong game. Ignore me. Right, anyway, Spurs Newcastle. I think we mentioned that the loser of this game might get sacked. And
El Sacchio.
Spurs did sack their manager after Newcastle won it. So good job, Daz. This is looking like a great week for me.
Yeah.
Right, West Ham versus Man United. It was a draw. Man United. Did they steal it? Probably not. It was a Sesko brilliant finish, but
It was a great finish.
it was right at the end of the game, and it took it away from me.
Let's go.
Oh, it was so close to getting a whole point this week. Right, Villa Brighton. It was a Villa win, which is a Christopher one. It was 1-0. It was an 86th minute goal. Oh, I don't think this was very exciting if I remember correctly. So we don't.
No.
Palace Burnley.
There's no way you've gone for Burnley.
There is. I think I even called out that I will never be picking Burnley. So I've
You did.
definitely not gone for Burnley. I've definitely gone for Palace, who were 2-0 up and cruising at half time, just to go and lose 3-2. I think it was half time. Oh no, it was 2-2 at half time. They were 3-0 up in half an hour.
Chris is
2-0 up
flying.
in half an hour. I think you two are.
Thank you, Burnley.
Right, well, this one's slightly easier for what I assume is an easy Darren point. It was Man City winning 3-0. Forest Wolves was a bore draw 0-0, which is Darren again. We gave this one to Darren. Oh,
wait, you
I
are.
actually thought he was catching up.
Here he goes. You've got one.
Sunderland
You've got
versus
one.
Liverpool. Finally. Nope.
No, you went for Sunderland, you Jude.
Oh, you did. You absolute scumbag. You deserve that.
I genuinely thought Sunderland were going to win this game, and because of their
Oh
home
my
form.
God, you definitely deserve that. I completely forgot about that.
So did I.
Brentford versus Arsenal was probably the surprise of the weekend.
JB gets a point.
It was a draw.
Hey.
Thank you for giving me this point, guys. I don't know why Chris went for Brentford, the weirdo, but
he loves Brentford.
But I will take my one whole point.
Well done, mate.
And I will leave graciously.
Nice to see you back.
So what
and he
is
was
it?
like,
5,
if I carry on at this
4,
rate,
1.
I'll catch up.
5, 4, 1. Look, Darren said,
wow.
Chris going along with this then gets 3 in a row.
Smashed it.
So
let's look at the table.
There you go, mate. That is the table.
If only counted from week 22 to 24, you'd be all right.
I'd be smashing it if it was here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not. So
We still
let's
want to see
move
the
on
table.
because we don't care about last week. Darren, stop living in the past. It's
We still
all
want to see the table.
about what's going to happen
Catch up.
next, which is where we need this.
The wheel.
Who is going first? It is
Of
me.
course, it's Jamie.
Do I get the Liverpool game?
Jamie.
Then Christopher by the speed of this wheel.
Nope.
That'd be you.
It's
Thank
you,
God,
mate.
Chris.
Jamie. Chris.
Of course, he gets the Liverpool
Jamie,
game.
Chris.
You got the Liverpool game again?
Of course, he has.
Always gets it.
And to be fair, Chris actually saw me. Well, I don't know if he was actually watching, but I was streaming while I was doing all the admin of it this week. So you can see that I do it in the order that it says on BBC Sport. That is my thing.
That is his
Right,
feng shui.
so me first. Villa versus Leeds. Villa sort of picked their form back up again, which is good for them. Bad for everybody else chasing a top 5. Leeds are away. I'm going for a home. Oh, it's 2-1 to Monaco. Desiree Doué. Sorry. I'm going to go for a home win. I think Villa will be too strong. Even in the FA Cup, I know they lost in the FA Cup. Their keeper doing some wild things. Luca Digne probably should have been sent off. I'm still not sold on the Villa red card, if I'm honest. The goalkeeper one, I think.
What?
Well, let me. I was debating this at work. Let me clarify. Do I think it was a red card? I do. The keeper's got no right in being where he was. But if I think about the letter of the law, what was he sent off for? Did he deny a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity? No. There was miles away from goal and there was a defender in the way. So it's not a clear and obvious thing. Did he endanger an opponent? Well, he did intentionally take out an opponent, but that's called a professional foul. It's not a red card. He didn't studs him or anything. He just took him out. And so we're giving red cards for professional fouls. There's going to be a lot of red cards or a lack of professional fouls.
Nah, that's more than a professional foul. I'm sorry. It's absolutely ridiculous. And he deserved every red card he gets.
I saw it and thought red
card. Digne deserved one, so that kind of evened itself
maybe
out.
It balances itself out, but I was just.
And they got absolutely spoofed on a penalty as well.
The penalty was atrocious. The officiating in that whole game was questionable at best, shall we say? But that's the FA Cup, and we don't care about that. So in this podcast, in this Premier League predictions, I should say, Darren.
I'll have a draw, please. I think Leeds will be strong enough to win, but they seem to grind out results here and there. So we will go for a DCL hat trick. 3-3.
3-3. What a game it will be if it's 3-3. Shame it's not on TV. Chris, why are Leeds going to win?
I think they're all sleeping on Leeds there. I think you forgot what they did at Stamford Bridge. I think they're playing well, scoring goals. I think they've got every chance against a slightly weakened Villa team.
Oh, and I think, as two Liverpool fans, we want you to be right. We should clarify. We absolutely want you to be right. We just don't see it.
Okay.
Brentford versus Brighton. Doesn't strike. Brighton are hot and cold. Brentford are wizards this season. Before you say who you're going to be, this came up at work the other day. The question was put to me: if Brentford make Europe, is Keith Andrews manager of the season? My response was, if the season ended today and Brentford are in the top half of the table, he should win manager of the year. Thoughts?
He won't win it. Manager of the season is a bit like Ballon d'Or, isn't it? It only ever goes to the person that wins the league. I mean,
I completely agree. But who should he win it?
Yeah, as an honorary mention.
because we all had
You should
Brentford
definitely be
in
there.
20th place and going down, right? I can't remember the exact predictions, but I'm pretty sure everybody would at least thought they were getting relegated, probably the lowest position, below Burnley, below
More than
Forest.
likely.
So for them to be doing what they're doing, well done, Keith Andrews. But Darren, that's not to sway
Chris
you, by
seems
the
to
way.
know what he's doing in this little competition of ours, and he always backs Brentford, so I'm going Brentford.
Yeah,
Get off my strategy.
yoinking his home win. Okay, is this
Yes,
going to be
sir.
like an Igor Thiago penalty, or is there
No, I
more
think
to their
they'll win
game?
comfortably. I think I'm writing Brighton out of this.
What did they do? Brentford. I mean, they drew with Arsenal. What a bloody result that is.
What result
So
that is?
if you can draw to Arsenal, you can probably beat Brighton.
Exactly.
Chris, what would you like to do, my friend, and why?
I don't want to go against my beloved Brentford. I don't think I will. I'm going to take the draw. Brighton, Fabian Hersler are struggling. I think they've had 1 win in 10 or something like that. And I don't see them winning against a strong Brentford team.
I think that is fair. I don't think it's out of the equation. On paper, Brighton win this game, but football's played on grass, not on paper. So who knows what's going to happen? Is Baleba going to keep up his form that he's brought back from AFCON, hopefully? Can Danny Welbeck get back on the pitch? We'll see. Have I spelt Brighton wrong? It looks weird.
I don't know.
Have I spelt it
I
wrong?
think you spelled Brighton wrong.
Have I just been looking at it
No,
for
it's
too long
right.
and it looks weird? Yeah, it is.
That's right.
Do you know when you look at something, you're like, that looks wrong? I'm going to stop looking at it. Chelsea versus Burnley, Chris. Who is winning and why?
Chelsea, please.
Burnley could get 3 away goals again. Just throwing that out
They could, but I think Chelsea will be too strong against them. I think they'll want to bounce back after that Leeds comeback.
Yeah, they've got something to prove. And luckily with last week's results, with them dropping points and Liverpool gaining results, they've not got that buffer anymore.
No.
So they kind of need to try and well, it sounds stupid, but they just got to keep winning. They've got to keep building a buffer and hope that Liverpool, Man United, Villa drop points.
Yep.
I will go for a draw because, as I said before, I'm not voting
Never
Burnley.
back in Burnley.
Burnley struggle to score goals, except apparently if you are Crystal Palace, in which case they score 2 and you give them an own goal. I think last week was an anomaly. I still don't have very much faith in Burnley. I'm sorry, Burnley fans. It's nothing personal. I just think you might be the worst team in the Premier League, man for man. I know you're not bottom. Wolves are bottom. But I think Wolves have got
a bit of resurgence.
well, and Wolves have got good players. I think if you put the 11s against each other, position by position, you'll have a lot more Wolves players than you would Burnley players, based on ability, not form. But
yeah,
sorry, Burnley. I'm going for the second best option of a draw. Darren, though, tell me why Burnley can win this game.
There you go.
Daz. You horrible
can't.
man. Do you not have any faith at all that they can
Nope.
defend this solidly?
Mate, I had
and
no
get
faith when you
something
left
on
me
the
with it
bar.
last week, but you never say never. There's always a
saying-
chance, as they say.
Well,
They've
there
got
you go,
no
Burnley
chance.
fans. Darren hates you.
I do. Not all.
Go at his Instagram and give him abuse.
I went past Turf more the other day.
Right. West Ham versus Bournemouth. Back onto me. Oh, this is a tough one. Bournemouth are so
Tough games
difficult
this week.
to call, and West Ham are in a bit of resurgence. Somerville's doing well. They rested a few of their players midweek, albeit they did need to come onto the pitch and save them, and it was a dreadful performance. But
It's an awful game.
are they going to go back? Did they win? No, they got a draw against United. I
Yeah.
think momentum's going to be on their side. I'm going home win. I'm going West Ham. I might be like subconsciously biased now because of my new boss, but just
Oh, he's trying
worry.
to get in a good books. Like
Yeah,
he
that's what
wants
it
a
is.
ticket to go watch.
Is
It's
Jesus
I just
Christ.
worry about Bournemouth. I think if this was the other way round, I'd go Bournemouth. But West Ham at home is usually a good atmosphere, especially with the momentum. They're doing well. The fans will be behind them. I think I can see West Ham holding out in this until the second half, and then a Jared Bowen or a Somerville, or Castellanos will just make something happen. Darren, what would you like?
I'll take my Bournemouth win, please. Thank you for the point.
Interesting.
I think Bournemouth will win this nicely.
Ryan looks class, by the way.
He's had a good start.
Their new winger looks really good. Chris, you get a draw. Probably not.
Yeah, I can take that. I'm not too unhappy with that. I think Bournemouth will look to bounce on from their good victory last week, albeit with a bit of help. And West Ham, they sort of need to play an un-Nuno style of play. Well, no, if Bournemouth come on to them, I think West Ham have got more of a chance, which is probably going to be how it plays out.
Bournemouth will go on to them. Bournemouth like the ball, don't they?
Definitely. No.
So it could play into West Ham's hand.
West Ham just
Who
need to
are
hold on. Absorb
playing
the
well.
pressure.
So yeah, I mean, any one of these three could be right.
Right, 8 o'clock Saturday, we've got a belter, I think, in Man City, Newcastle. I think this is one of those where most people will go, Man City are going to kill them. But I think it's got potential. Newcastle do play midweek, but I think that's just going to give them a confidence boost. Let's be honest, if Newcastle can't beat Karabakh, then there's a problem. So I think this is going to be a nice morale boost for Newcastle coming to this game. Darren, is it enough to give them a win, or are Man City going to be too strong?
Man City are going to be too strong. They're going to need to keep that pressure on Arsenal. Gained a few points last week.
They did.
I'd love to see
They did.
a few more points gained on them. They play for Arsenal again, which if they win, was it 1 point?
So what's it at the minute?
Pressure
Is
on
it
Arsenal
4
then.
points at the minute?
Yeah, City win. That's 1 before Arsenal play on
And they've got
Sunday.
a tough game.
Puts the pressure on them.
That would be some pressure for them on that game. So I think City win.
Okay, Chris.
If I knew how Newcastle played already, I'd be very inclined to stick with it. Can Newcastle sneak a win? You know what? I think Eddie Howe's had a lot of stick this season and unjust. So give me that Newcastle victory, please.
I was
For the
going to
big
take
Eddie
it.
Howe.
I was going to take it. I wanted the Newcastle. I think they can beat them. I think the second half performance against Villa was really good, albeit against 10 men, but you can only play with what's in front of you. So
Well, they
I
played
agree.
well in that first half. They just weren't getting the rough of the green.
Villa was so much better in the first half. And I think part of that was Voltemade was coming too deep. As soon as in the second half, he'd clearly been told stay up the pitch, and then they would put so much pressure on Villa. But
yeah,
it is what it is. I'll take the draw. I think this is a much closer game than people will give it credit for. So similarly to the last one, I think.
no, you said that it's going to be 4-0, man.
Well, I hope not. But the thing, it could be, and we wouldn't go, oh my God, wow, that was such a shock. You'd go, Man City did Man City things, right? But
yeah,
I think Man City are there to be taken. Look at Liverpool a few weeks ago. Liverpool just played awful again. But the chances are there. You will get chances against Man City. You just have to take them. So can they do that? We'll see. Chris, you're first for the first Sunday game, or one of 3 2 o'clock kickoffs. Palace against Wolves. It's sort of like the eagle that's been kicked and beaten up a bit versus the Wolves that have maybe just started to stand up. But
Palace going to be mid-table mediocrity? and Wolves drag themselves out of the absolute abyss of where they've been at.
No, they cannot, but they might win this game, but they definitely are
I
going
don't
down.
think they will. I take the Palace victory.
They
I
are
think
going
they'll want to.
down.
I think they'll come back with a vengeance. I think Glasnow's going to absolutely tear a new one and try and get some points on the board.
I think the worry for people that are going against Palace at the minute is Palace have got a lot of assets that are very appealing. You look at
Yeah,
Adam Wharton, you look at like Ismail Assar, Mateta. JSL has come in and started, he really has landed running. And if Palace don't do very well, those appealing assets drop in value. So, or that interest goes, teams, Liverpool, Man United, Man City, all the teams that are looking at Adam Wharton might suddenly go, well, never mind, we're not going to come in anymore. So at some point, the Palace players are going to realise they're in the shop window again, and have to play well in order to keep that big move available. I will go for the draw because I think Palace will have too much. I think JSL, Sean Larson is gonna haunt his former team, given that in his last game he doubled his Wolves output this season. From 22 games, he got 1 goal, and in that 1 goal for Palace, he got 2. So I think Palace will win, but I'm gonna put the draw because you already took it. Darren,
no problem.
you get Wolves.
Yes,
Can
I'm
they?
happy.
Can they
Wolves
win?
they can win. They're going to show a bit of fight. They're going to prove they're not useless.
Say what?
Aren't Wolves just like a posh Burnley though?
I think if you look at that team, look at that squad. It's a very good squad. It's a very, very good squad. I think it is.
I don't think you can call a very good squad a team that's
now
at
they've lost
bottom
their
of the
striker.
Premier League.
Yeah, I know, but now they've lost their main striker. Maybe they're not, and he wasn't performing well, but that's probably because of the summer stuff. But I think individually they've got some very, very good players. They've got a lot of players that would get into other Premier League teams. When you look at Joao Gomez, you look at Matias Gomez, Jose Sarr is a good goalkeeper, although he hasn't shown it this season. Matt Doherty as the right back. They've got good players. They're just not playing well as a unit. But hey, that's football. Right. Forest versus Liverpool. Now, this is a comfortable Liverpool win for me, not because Liverpool won.
You're not allowed to select Liverpool.
I absolutely am. Right, so my thing here, right? If this was a Sean Dyche Forest, this is a very difficult decision because Sean Dyche's low block football is the antithesis of Arne Slot, as moaned about by Arne Slot 25 times this season. If there was a team in a relegation fight that you wanted to hire a manager to save them, you would pick Sean Dyche. He is your guy. They sacked your guy, and they've bought in a guy.
The guy that got manager in a month ago.
And they've bought in a guy in Vitor Pereira who was doing awful at Wolves and arguably had a better Wolves team in the relegation zone when he got sacked for Gary O'Neill anyway. So I think this is a dreadful, dreadful decision, and I'm happy about it. Marianakos, don't send any hitmen over, but I think your year has been atrocious and you deserve to get relegated. Sorry, but the highs of last year, grassing on Palace, sacking everybody. You just don't deserve anything. Holding Gibbs White to ransom.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's dreadful. So you know what? It almost doesn't matter who the team is against Forest here. I would have gone for them. It just so happens to be Liverpool. So that's why I'm going for them. Darren, do you disagree? Do you think Vitor Pereira will have them singing a song to save them from relegation?
No.
or can they scrap for a draw?
We don't like the Forest. Forest are going down in the bin.
It's only
We're
Chris
going for a
that
draw.
doesn't like Forest.
Yes, Daz.
I'm channeling
Yes,
the inner Chris
Daz.
this week.
So you're going draw.
Yes.
So you're forcing Chris to have Forest.
Yes.
I don't care.
Do you want to lose
Please
this one?
stop them.
He's still
Chris-
not going to say anything good about it.
Chris, come on. Tell us why Forest and why Vita Pereira and Marianakis can save
Get
Forest's
relegated.
season.
Yes. Because they're an absolute use. It's literally how to blow your club up from what they did last season to where they are now.
Literally that. It is literally that. It's awful.
It's just an absolute glorious to watch.
I don't disagree, mate. Right, the final 2 o'clock game then, Darren. You're up first for Sunderland versus Fulham. Sunderland have lost their unbeaten at home record now, the final Premier League team to hold it. Is that going to be, are the floodgates going to open? Are Fulham good enough to beat them, or will their resolute home form see them through, mate?
I think their home form will return. They were against a very good team last week who took that off of them. No bias there. I don't think they were terrible. I can't really remember the game. I remember watching it.
Was
What's
it
the
just a
score? I
Van
can't
Dijk
remember.
header? I think it was just 1-0,
Oh,
wasn't it? Was it just a Van
yes, it
Dijk
was.
header?
Yeah, so they played well in it. They did all right. So yeah, and Fulham.
No, Bobby caused some
they've got
issues, didn't he?
Southampton.
He did.
Yeah, they'll continue their home
Don't
form.
think Xhaka's back though. Not yet. Chris, what would you like to go for?
Sunderland at home is usually the one, isn't it? It's pretty much a stalwart pick. I'll take the draw, please.
I thought you were going to nick my home win because I was actually wanted the home win, the away win. Sorry, again here.
You think Fulham will go that way and win?
I do. I know it's a long way, but I'll go the night before, so I'm not really bothered about that. Sleep in a hotel.
They'll go the night before, so that means they'll win.
No. What I mean is, like, the fact it's a long way is irrelevant. That's what I mean. It's like, yes, it's a long way, but it's irrelevant because they'll have a good night's sleep at a hotel. They'll wake up in the morning.
Fulham on their own aren't great. You do realise that.
No, but I just trust Harry Wilson and their
He just likes Harry
Arsenal
Wilson.
graveyard. I do. I do.
This is the only go-to on this one. I think Sunderland will batter. I think they'll just beat them up. I don't think.
What did they do last week? Fulham. Well, they got battered by City, didn't they? They really did get battered by City as well. Marco Silva. So, this might be similar to the Palace players. What I was saying, right? So Marco Silva is out of contract in the summer, and he's going to be looking at the Spurs job. He's going to be looking at top jobs with respect to Fulham. He's going to be looking for an upgrade. Show your worth. Go to Sunderland, beat Sunderland. Get Fulham top 10. Put yourself in the shop window so that you can go to a Spurs or a whoever and say, this is why you should employ me. Look what I did at Fulham without very much. So you give me a little bit, watch what happens. Well, unlikely, but we'll see. Spurs Arsenal. Oof, the North London derby.
Glad I get left with whatever's left on this.
Chris, Arsenal. Yes. Is this one of the ones where we go, this is a team of champions, or is it a team where it's a bit of a banana skin and Tudor? Is it? I don't know. Is it Igor Tudor?
Igor Tudor.
And immediately have an impact. Is it a honeymoon result? What's the crack on
I don't think it is. I genuinely don't think it is. The assistant manager's another guy that they wanted, but now he's the assistant manager. I think it's an absolute shambles, and I think Arsenal will just fry on that. And there's too many injuries for them.
There are a lot.
And they're just terrible at home. And I don't think it's an awe-inspiring addition. I can't see a world where Spurs even score in this game. It'll be something. It'll be 2-3.
Well, I disagree. I think
Really think they're going to get a new manager bounce out of this guy.
it's not necessarily the new manager bounce. There's a few things. So I think Arsenal might start feeling it soon. Might feel that pressure, especially if Man City win against Newcastle. I think there are some signs that if they don't score from set pieces, they kind of struggle. And admittedly, Spurs aren't the greatest team defensively, especially at home. They've got the worst home record, as we discussed last week. The thing I'm looking at here is if you're a new manager,
Hope.
and this isn't the new
You're
manager bounce.
clutching
No,
hope.
it's not the new manager bounce. If you're a new manager and you're going into a struggling team that's conceding a lot of goals, what's the thing you do? The thing you do is you shut up shop, right? If you can stop yourself from conceding goals, from hemorrhaging goals, you're part way there to fixing the problems. So I'm thinking in this game, he's probably not going to go for the win. He's probably going to try and just be a little bit more sharp defensively, and that will allow them to then counter. They have looked better
No
with
Romero,
back.
correct.
They haven't, but this guy, I don't know much about him. From what I've seen, most of the time, he might be I don't know where he's from, Croatia, Italy, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you anything.
He's a little bit like that country's Sean Dyche. If you look at his record, a lot of the time when he's going in, if you ignore Juventus, he goes in as the guy that's going to save a team from a relegation fight.
If you ignore Juventus,
yeah,
you know how it ended at Juventus.
Yeah, but he didn't do bad at Juventus. He just didn't do as good as they wanted. So
he didn't score in about 8 games or something.
But yeah, towards the end, fine, but that's why you get sacked, right? You don't get sacked when you're doing well. I think at the start, again, it'll be looked upon like a new manager bounce, like the Carrick bit, but I would argue it's not a new manager bounce. It's a manager genuinely having an impact. The only bit I'm slightly worried about is Thomas Frank got a lot of stick for playing a back 3/5 against Arsenal in the reverse fixture. This is Igor Tudor's first game. Do you want to guess what his standard formation is?
Yes, standard Italian.
It's a back 3. So I worry that won't go down very well with the Spurs fans. But if they get something out of this game, they'll be buzzing. Darren, you then get left with a draw, which I guess based on what you said before, you are happy with.
I am. This could go either way. You can see Spurs trying to get performances. If Arsenal only 1 point ahead, they won't want to make a mistake. So they might be a bit more edgy.
But Arsenal have to win, right? You can't. Arsenal cannot play for a draw. If they play for a draw, they lose the title.
Yeah.
They must win this game. That's how I'm looking at it.
True.
But it should be a good game to watch, to be fair. So.
Right, Monday Night Football. Kind of another banger, boys. I'm not going to lie. Everton versus Man United. Oh. Man United have struggled in their last 2. They have not looked as solid. They've needed a late goal in both their last 2 games to rescue 1 point and 3 points, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Can Everton at home do anything? Is the Michael Carrick effect wearing off, or are teams just learning what the Carrick way is and countering it, and anti-stratting him, if that's a word, as it is in esports for real sports? Tactics. I don't know what the David Moyes. He's pretty good at his job. He's going to want to win. Have they got enough? Who's their? Well, he's probably out now forever, isn't he? Who's that? Tyreek George. I haven't really seen anything of Everton since signing him. I don't know what he's been doing. You know what? I'm going Everton. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna go down the Carrick magic is going to start wearing off a little bit, and David Moyes is going to get his revenge. Darren, what would you like, and why would you like it?
I will take. I'll go United. They'll probably Yeah, no, I'm not even confident about that, to be fair.
You've said it now.
I know
No
I've said it.
back
I'm going to
talking.
stick with it. I think I would have gone Everton as well, to be fair.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Chris,
But
I'll take a draw, boys. Appreciate it.
what would you have
we'll
gone
be back
for?
with
I think I would have took the United win, to be honest. I think those couple of results they've had previously have shown that they don't just kind of wilt anymore. That they're fighting for the
Fair.
team. They're fighting for the manager. So
Yeah, I think that's fair. Right, there they are, our week 27 predictions. Gentlemen, what is your guarantee?
guarantee.
I'm going Villa as my guarantee.
Chelsea.
I think that's fair.
Sunderland.
Sunderland
Yeah.
is your guarantee.
What, do you guarantee Man City going to beat Newcastle?
I think I might guarantee that over Sunderland beating Fulham. But hey, it's your guarantee, mate. It's your guarantee. So
give me
it's
my
all
triple
good.
points.
Right.
Look where he is in the league. Don't worry about what he has to say.
Totally
I
fair.
can't remember. He still didn't show us the table.
Don't listen to me. We don't need to see the table. It's fine. Right, there you go, gents. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe, follow, do all that wonderful things, and peace.
Peace.
Ciao.